Hey, what's up, retro gamers? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a lesser-known title from the NES library, Galactic Crusader. Released in 1990 by Bunch Games and developed by Satchen, this is one of those unlicensed gems that kind of flew under the radar back in the day. Now, if you're not familiar with unlicensed NES games, these are the wild cards of the 8-bit world. Games that didn't get Nintendo's official seal of approval, often churned out on the cheap, and sometimes, well, you get what you pay for. So, what's Galactic Crusader all about? Picture this, you're piloting a shape-shifting starship. Yeah, it's alive, supposedly turning from a giant insect into a metallic destroyer, blasting your way through waves of bizarre alien enemies across 5 stages. The box promises a showdown with the biochemical empire's Diamum villains, which sounds epic, right? Let's see if it lives up to that hype. First off, the gameplay. It's a vertical shoot 'em up, so if you've played classics like Galaga or 1942, you'll get the vibe. You're scrolling up the screen, dodging enemy fire and unloading a barrage of bullets and bombs. The controls are pretty straightforward. Move with the D-pad, shoot with B, drop bombs with A. Nothing revolutionary, but it gets the job done. What's kind of cool is the weapon system. You can snag power-ups from enemies that drop stuff like the pulsar, which shoots fireballs, the plasma with its 3-way lasers, or the corkscrew, a spinning projectile that's decent but underpowered. Collecting the same weapon multiple times powers it up, which is a nice touch and feels a bit like Gun Knack, another NES shooter from around that time. But here's the catch. The stages drag on forever, 10 to 15 minutes each, and there's not much variety. You're just plowing through the same enemy patterns, and it gets old fast. The bosses, though, they're tanky. You'll be spamming bombs like there's no tomorrow, especially since they refill when you lose a life, while the boss's health stays chipped away. It's a cheap tactic, but it works. Now, let's talk presentation. Graphically, Galactic Crusader isn't winning any awards. The sprites are basic, the backgrounds are bland, and those shooting stars they throw in to show movement? Yeah, they look way too much like enemy bullets, so good luck not getting confused in the heat of battle. The game's got some serious slowdown, too. Whenever the screen fills up with sprites, it chugs like an old lawnmower. Sometimes that helps you dodge stuff, but then it'll speed back up and bam, you're toast. On the plus side, the sound effects are surprisingly solid. The explosions have a satisfying pop, and the weapon noises aren't half bad. But the music? It's repetitive and forgettable, looping the same short track until you're begging for mercy. This is low-budget NES at its core, and it shows. So, who's this game for? Honestly, it's a mixed bag. If you're a die-hard shoot-'em-up fan or a collector hunting down every unlicensed NES title, Galactic Crusader might scratch that itch. It's got a certain raw charm, like a B-movie you can't help but root for. But for most players, the long stages, technical hiccups, and lack of polish make it tough to love. Compared to heavy hitters like Gradius or Life Force, it's not even in the same galaxy. Pun intended. Still, there's something nostalgic about popping in a weird, obscure cart like this and giving it a spin. My final take? I'd give it a 4 out of 10. It's not a total disaster, but it's not a hidden gem either. Just a quirky footnote in NES history. What do you think? Ever played Galactic Crusader? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you enjoyed this retro dive, and subscribe for more 8-bit reviews. Until next time, keep gaming, and I'll catch you in the next one.